This is my internship presentation for the Family 498R course, also known as the Family Internship course. This presentation is to explain the process of how I received my internship, what I did for my internship, and my takeaways from it. The hows. For my internship, I had a little bit of a problem trying to find one that was as flexible as I needed it. I worked a full-time job and needed more of an online internship or one that was very flexible with time. So first I checked out the BYU Idaho recommended internships page, which in the next couple of slides I'll give you the link to that. I found an internship that looked like it might fit. It was a online internship, which would mean a little bit more of a flexibility for me. And it was one that had a little bit more of my interest in the medical field. I then sent an email to the administrative coordinator, and along with that email, I sent my cover letter and resume. I was then chosen for an interview with one of the board members, and from that interview, they offered me the internship, which I accepted. Where to go? BYU Idaho has many resources available to the students, and they aren't all academic. They have resources available for career services and internships as well. Like I mentioned on the page before, they do have a page available for possible internships for the marriage and family studies majors. And these internships aren't all the internships that are available, but they're options out there for us and to kind of give you an idea of where you can look if you wish to go find it on your own. And on this page, it'll give you the name of the organization that is looking for an intern. It gives you the location, so whether it's online or it's in Idaho or Utah, things like that. And it also gives you contact information to learn more about the opportunity. Who to contact. So when I was looking on that page that BYU offers for internships, I found one that I felt met my needs and my interests as well. I then contacted the administrative coordinator that was listed on the page. I sent her an email first, and in the email I expressed my interest in the organization, and I also attached my resume and cover letter to her. From there, I waited a few days before I gave her a call and explained to her my interest, and I let her know that I did send an email with my resume and cover letter. And from there, she set up an internship with one of the board members of the organization. The who. For my internship, I did end up choosing and accepting the internship that I had been given an interview for, and it was with the American College of Pediatricians. And this is an online advocacy group with the board members all being medical doctors. My internship title was online advocacy blogger. What I did. So for my internship, I chose an online advocacy group known as the American College of Pediatricians. I chose this because it was a little more flexible with time due to me working full-time. I couldn't do a traditional internship in person. For my internship, I was a child advocacy blogger, and I would create blogs that would be posted on their website. Part of my responsibilities were to research child advocacy topics. Sometimes I would find a topic that I felt like I needed to share. Other times they would give me suggested topics. For an example, the month of February, I did a few blogs on Valentine's Day, and some of them were related to different options from candy for the gifts and emotional health in children as well. So for each time I would create a blog, I would research and then I would submit them to my supervisor, who would then hand them over to one of the board members who would do the last editing before posting it. Each week I was responsible for creating about 5 blogs per week. My takeaway. So from this experience, I learned that you can make almost every topic into an advocacy topic. From oral care, you could advocate for a child's oral care. You can advocate towards eating certain food groups. There's just so many options out there. I also learned that the quality of resources are very important. And this is also something I learned throughout my coursework at BYU Idaho, is how important it is that you have quality and supported resources. So this means that, they've been peer reviewed and you find them typically on databases. Not saying that just Google searching is bad and you can't find good information, but when you're advocating for something, you want to make sure you have all the correct information and you have all the correct data behind it to help advocate your point. I also learned that an advocate's job is never done. There's always something else you can do to help express the advocacy and to give the information and to make others and to help others understand the importance of it. And another thing that I learned from this internship was you have to be so careful with religion when it comes to advocacy groups. People don't always want to hear the religious stance of it. They want to hear the scientific stance of it. They want to hear the data and the statistics of it all. While I didn't have this issue, my supervisors did let me know towards the beginning that they have had quite a few students who they get from the private church schools that will try to throw religion into their blog posts, and that's not what they're looking for. They're not a religious group, and they need the science and the resources to help sway people and help people understand the viewpoint. This internship. So I really did enjoy this internship. It was very flexible, which, like I expressed in earlier slides, I really needed. There wasn't a time limit like working from 4 to 8 every day. It was, you have 5 blogs a week to create. And because BYU Idaho requires at least 10 hours a week on an internship, I would sometimes do more than 5 blogs a week. It just depends on how much I really needed to research and study the certain topic. This internship is something that I am very interested in. I've always been interested in the medical field, which is why I chose this internship, is because it's the American College of Pediatricians. And so for me, I felt that it would help me kind of learn more about the physical health of children, and it would also look good on a resume, which is always something you want to look at when trying to choose an internship. So if you are interested in this internship with the American College of Pediatricians, the administrative coordinator that I contacted, her name is Lisa Hawk, and you can get her email address is listed below at admin@acppeds.org. And then there's also her work number to give her a call as well. Thank you so much for watching my presentation on internships. I wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors and in your internship. And if you ever run into any trouble, the BYU Idaho internship services and your internship coordinator are always a great resource and a great help.